Hello.
Hey everybody, how is it going tonight?
I still have my earbuds in.
Yeah, so have your AirPods. We were literally working like right up until this moment.
Until this moment, yeah. And I'm very happy to report to you guys that I've gotten a lot of things done today.
You really did. Actually, she was the major worker, but so that major. Now at this point, it's like it's gonna become our crutch of just everything has major in it. But yeah, so Ro did a lot of the really significant work for the major win side of us as a family.
Enjoying some nice lemonade, because actually I did just put on this nicer sweater for you guys, but it was really warm. I was running around. But good evening to Callie Debs, to Fraulein Donna, and I know there are some other people, but I'm not exactly sure who's on because we can't see that. So hello to you too.
I've got to be better about scheduling these earlier. My apologies, everybody. I thought I already had it scheduled, and so I was like, okay, good, we're all set for the day.
We're still trying to get that down. We will get better about it. We promise.
Hey, good evening, Gina V. Yep.
Hey, Gina.
So we'll definitely get them scheduled out, especially too, like for tomorrow. Right after this, I'll go ahead and get them set up for tomorrow morning and the afternoon. Hey, Dendo Core Depot is here too. Again, sorry, you guys. We didn't want this one to turn into a surprise live. We thought we already had it scheduled, but we're still getting everything all dialed in.
Yeah, about 20 minutes ago, he was like, "Oh no, it's not scheduled." So
yeah, you guys are so kind. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you too big, but yeah, so you guys are so kind with us. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate all of your letting us get it dialed in and figured out and everything. When we need comfort, what we do is we go back to some of the really big YouTubers and we like watch some of their earliest videos, and it's like, okay. I mean, we're never going to get to that level. That's not even at all in our desire. But just knowing that everybody kind of starts out in a similar boat is really helpful. Oh, hey, Jen, how are you doing tonight? Let's see here. Great. Clean teeth? Oh, nice. Let's see. Oh, how
so Gina asked Callie how that the dentist was.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what? Bravo to you for getting your teeth cleaned. Hopefully that's all it was, that it was just a nice teeth cleaning. We actually had ours scheduled for Tuesday and we had to cancel. Yeah. So I'm a little envious that yours is done. Like, good job. That's a major win right there. High five, because most people forget to even schedule their cleanings and never go to their cleaning. So I'm very impressed with you. Good job. We canceled ours. So.
If you keep doing that, the high five is going to become like the weird thing that we do. Like every reseller couple starts to develop a thing. I know that there are worse things for sure, but that's just
Mel Robbins wrote an entire book on high fives.
Oh, yeah. Well, great. She's doing very well.
Yes, nice. That was a major win. I'm very proud of you. Yeah. That's really cool.
No, going in for teeth cleaning, we're both like a pretty nervous ninny when it comes to getting our teeth cleaned. So yeah, congratulations. You get the nice big awesome smile. Yeah. That's totally rocking.
You get 6 months to a year depending on how good you are about going. Yeah, so good job.
She's probably does a lot better than us in regards to like keeping on top of it.
We try to go every 6 months.
Yeah, and you're much better than me, so but so it's been really nice too. Just so everybody else, please share however small, any wins that you want to go ahead and share. Yeah. We're happy to hear them. But from our side too, that it's been really nice that for today, I was so bogged down with regular work stuff that, I work for a software company. So that actually helps when we have discussions about what's going on with eBay, knowing the typical schedule of like a development team for software and how disruptions happen and everything. It helps give me a little bit of personal peace of just like, okay, wait, they're probably at this stage. They're probably having this level of kind of concern or freak out for like something not working right. It doesn't make it okay, but it does help out a little bit with just, having a little sneak peek behind the curtain about how some of the development challenges show up.
Yeah.
But for me today, we had a lot of stuff come up where certain things that were supposed to be in place just weren't working right. And so we had to kind of pivot and make some adjustments. So it threw me off from my typical schedule, but I mean, this is real life. So it's one of those things of, sometimes you have to do what we'll call a salvage win, where it's not at all how the plan was supposed to go, but you know what, we're moving the ball forward. So that's to us a good thing.
And I got my 10 listings done, and I did make 2 local sales. So my listings today were local sales, and I was able to make 2 local sales. So I felt really good about that. And I made really good progress on our project of restructuring our workroom. So I'm thrilled.
Yeah, Ro works so hard on it that if you go in there right now, so we're restructuring our whole setup. That we've learned so much that now as we're starting to get into all of this with all of you,
incorporating some of your guys' ideas.
Yeah, like we're actually taking notes. I always have my notepad with me, so we're always taking notes about when you guys share tidbits and helpful information, and we'll plan on sharing that back and hopefully give an appropriate credit to all of you for what you share as we learn and we apply it moving forward. But what's been really cool then is we've gone in and we first had to do a major cleanup of our workspace first, because we had a lot of the as we learned from this channel, we had a lot of profit piles that we had going on, and so we got all that put in its proper place. So we got all the items organized by type again. We'll do that often, and then it kind of starts to blur together, and then we separate them back out just so that it's most effective for us. But Ro, then, if you look at all the work that Ro did today, it looks like we both were working on it. She did a really nice job of that. But she's now reorganized it to where things that are kind of related to each other, but that we were previously keeping too far apart in the space, she's put together. A great example of that is for our listing, not our listing station, but our photo station for clothing. Before we had the clothing hanging, what is it? The photo station. We had the photo station on one corner of the room, and on the opposing corner, we actually had our light box where we'd do smaller things like toys and things of that size. And so Ro today put those both right next to each other, so we could do a batch.
We're trying it out. We're trying to see if it's more efficient, especially for the storage and the setup of the room, to have both the photo box and the photo booth right next to each other. But we'll try and see. So
Kelly Debs, we'll circle back with you about November. I see your message there for seeing how the dentist appointment goes and make sure that we're all team anti-anxiety when it comes to going to the dentist.
6 months in advance is really smart, because otherwise the 6 months just flies by.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if you're asking me if this is just lemonade. This is purely just lemonade.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing. Maybe this evening it might be spiked with something, but right now it's just lemonade.
Yeah, it isn't always, but yeah, it's usually just lemonade, especially like if we're talking like midday for us here.
And I'm hoping that Mike Seller said almost slept through the show. Is our show that boring that it puts you to sleep, or were you like taking a nap? And maybe I'm hoping you did get to enjoy a good nap today.
Yeah, because if it is, we're not offended at all. In fact, if anything, if we could be good rest for you guys to where it's like, yeah, you know what, I put that on like golf. I enjoy playing around to golf every once in a while, but I'm truly terrible at it. I mean, when I say I'm terrible, it's not one of those things of like, you know, you're being modest.
We enjoy being terrible on the course, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we have to go to like one of those very cheap courses. We go to the course that's just above miniature golf, like that. That's our type of course. But yeah, so it's funny though, Mike Seller, I almost slept through the show. If that helps you at all, yeah. I started to really wind down after the regular work and plus
a beautiful nap
our morning show. Yeah,
I'm actually really proud of you for taking a nap, because he doesn't very often. So I'm going to give you your kudos today.
Why, thank you. I feel I will reward myself for my successful nap.
I worked ridiculously hard while you were sleeping.
She was working so hard. Well, I was like, I had one of those naps where you curl up in the blanket and it's like a little burrito, where like I was perfectly insulated. It was magnificent. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed that nap. That's funny. So let's see here. So JRK 1964, maybe that's why eBay is slow today. That is a good point.
So yeah, don't feel bad. eBay is really slow for us. We've had one sell today.
Yeah.
And there might be something going on with it, but yeah, it has been slow for us as well.
Yeah, and which is also frustrating because over the past few days we've really been doing good at not tooting our own horn, but we've been really cranking our listings.
We've been ramping them up, yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of listings, and so it's funny.
For the 2 weeks before that, like because of our restructure, we took our foot off the gas. But the last few days, we've been really trying.
Yeah, the more you list, the more frustrating it is when those listings don't come to fruition for anything. But we did get one sale today. Funny enough, like when we were on Primo Chemo's show earlier. Yeah, that was great. And
we did make 2 local sales, so I'm going to count that too.
Yeah, and Ro's been doing really good for doing a lot more of the local sales stuff. And so that was another major win. Again, really the significant push for all of us today, it's Ro. And actually our dog over here, she's working like crazy to
I
rip
just
the
rolled
stuffing.
my eyes at her because she's trying to literally eat that toy, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, she's ripping the stuffing out of her toy. It's like she's like, all right, we're all working, right?
She's like,
okay,
we're working hard.
You guys are working on a listing. Daddy's saying a nap. And then I'm going to be over here ripping the squeaker out of this toy.
I do want to celebrate Gina's win because Gina's win is really good. I've been watching my friend's dad yesterday through Friday, and same next week. Oh, so you'll be watching him next week. My win was he took all of his pills and ate 3 meals today. That is a major win.
Get it?
That
yeah, that's awesome.
That is really, really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So good job. Because we have helped with caretaking and everything, and it is of course it's a very loving thing and you enjoy it, but it can be exhausting. So, and you knocked it out of the park.
That's a double full-time job.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, trying to reason with a human that it's like, especially if they don't want to do it.
Yeah,
that can be real fight.
That's awesome. So good job with that.
Yeah, and so let's see, Kelly Debs, major win at Gina V. So I'm not sure what that's in context for, Kelly Debs, but if you'd like to circle back and explain. Let's see here. So Mike Sauer, 3 days of being shut out. Yeah, well, we've been there for sure. Well, we wish you very quick and speedy sales. Let's get one before the end of the night. Let's see if we can find one. Hopefully by the time we tune back in with you, we'll hear that you've got a win pulled in that department. But yeah, we feel for you. We've definitely been there for sure. And it can be so discouraging and frustrating. So we're with you. We give you the extra little oomph and let's get there. But we're wishing you the best of sales. So Den Decor Depot said, I've had a college girl helping me list. So she's drafting a bunch of items for me. And I go through and it's helping list in bulk. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been giving me time to focus on testing stereo equipment. And our dog is ripping the squeaker out again. But so that's really cool. And yeah, Den Decor, I forgot that you work with a lot of the stereo equipment type of stuff. I wonder if testing for you on your side is as much of a time-consuming aspect as like cleaning clothes is for us, but as we deal with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
That testing. I wonder if it's just like a plug it in and fires up, or how thorough the testing needs to be for that kind of equipment before it goes out.
Yeah, like having someone help you with getting the drafts even going. Sometimes that's the biggest hurdle of just being like, I have all of these things to list, but if you just have to double check drafts, maybe add in better descriptions or something, that's awesome. I'm so happy you found her.
All right, we're about to lose control of the chat here. We got to probably speed up a little bit. So Gina V, Kelly Debs, my sales didn't come until this afternoon. I'll get to go home during day tomorrow after I get an older couple's groceries. It's been hard to do 2-day shipping for me these 2 weeks. Ooh, yeah. Gina, no doubt about that. That's a lot of logistics that you're coordinating. That, especially over the past few weeks, there's definitely been a number of times where we just go, you know what? Like DoorDash is an expense, but it right now, like the amount of productivity we're able to crank out is totally worth the groceries getting delivered, or on a couple rare occasions, just having a meal delivered here because we're just nose to the grindstone with it. So we hope that you get some freedom in the schedule, and that managing the 2-day shipping it gets a little bit, what's the right word that I'm looking for there, but that it's able to be done without too much of a strain on you, for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mike Sauer, early morning cut up with me. Mike Sauer, it's funny, we're learning too that as we've been doing these early morning shows, it's funny, I get up at 5 a.m. for my typical work anyways, but it's so weird now that as we get up early, just the anticipation of seeing all of you, we get so excited about it. But then the challenge I'm having is that I'm like not sleeping right now as much because I'm getting so excited. It's like a little kid that's getting ready to go to a theme park or something. And so I've got to kind of balance that out, because then I'm showing up pretty tired, and then the cycle keeps repeating itself over and over again. But you guys are totally worth it, to be clear. But it's just kind of funny that we're just getting used to the new schedule of things. And so Mike Sauer, we can totally relate, and we appreciate you being here. Mm-hmm. Den Decor Depot, banking drafts is a huge game changer if you want to grow. Drafting seems to spur activity as well. I try to do at least 5 per day, but drafting, I can hit 50 a day on some days. Awesome.
That's incredible. Yeah. We were actually just having that conversation yesterday about if the setting the drafts is enough activity to catch eBay's attention. So we're really glad that we have your opinion that it does help, because there is something, it feels so good when you have drafts ready and they're scheduled, and that's once again, major win.
Yeah, definitely. So we're trying to get back to that. When we when we plan well, we will also hit like around 50 a day, and that's like I can usually do about 35 is like pretty solid for me. Especially too because we are constantly sorting clothes in the same day, where we're doing a lot of the picks and listing and all of that fun stuff all in one shot. So it's a little bit slower, but we're able to maintain that pretty consistently. And then Row will do typically around 10 to 15. And then there are certainly days where we could push more than that, but I'd say that that's a safe low number on a typical day if we've got everything scheduled. Okay.
Yeah. And then Dencore Depot said offers sent have dropped significantly for me since the weekend. So out of curiosity, do you think that means the offers he has sent to customers or the ones that the customers have sent to him?
Well, ask him.
I know, I'm kind of curious about that because
he's still here.
Well, I was wondering if maybe I just wasn't understanding it. Because
and who did you said that? I didn't see that in there.
It was after.
Was it Dencore?
Right here. Offers sent have dropped significantly for me since the weekend.
Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind explaining to us, Dencore, is that offers sent to you, or is that offers that you've sent that have kind of dropped off? Because I guess that would be confusing for Ro and I, because we have that too, where sometimes we'll expect to receive offers, and other times too we drop off with our sending out offers, and then all of a sudden we look at our queue and we've got like 300 where it's send offer eligible. So
yeah, because we haven't gotten a lot of offers recently, but we are behind in sending offers. So I was just kind of curious if we're having the same situation or like the opposite.
Hey, and we've got Flippin' Ain't Easy here. So good to see you there, John. Thank you so much for taking some time out to hop on our brief little live here. But you guys, man, we sure do appreciate you. Glad you had some nice golf fun very recently. That was really enjoyable to watch. All right, so let's see here. So Kelly Debs, she's talking to Gina. I'm glad you got some sales. I hate when I started seeing system errors. Yeah, for sure. That means I may have to call eBay, of which I hate to do. Good luck with your shipping. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely frustrating. And so this is actually a good opportunity for us to talk too about James, the Great Reseller Life. He's working on his little side project and making some individual. I don't want to wreck what the excitement is, but he's kind of working on some project stuff. And we were talking about it just came up in the chat conversation, like if we were to have like little slogans that we run into all the time that just drive us crazy in the resale department. I mean, things like "It's not you, it's us" when that message comes up, or like those cancellation requests, dealing with the online support, which has truly been wild. So that's.
We need to catch up on some of the comments.
Okay, all right.
So Dencore Depot said that his wins today was selling 3 of the 5 new listings he put up. That's really cool.
Ooh, man, those must be some hot items.
And then Kelly Debs. Okay, this is kind of funny. We'll might need to pick your brain about it later. But she says, my sales were a bundle on Poshmark. We did not understand how bundles worked at all. And people were going in our closet kind of like making bundles. We did nothing about it.
Yeah, we had so many. we went in there. We saw so many bundles that people put together.
And like, oh. But I'm so happy you had success with a bundle. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then Biff Boffo said, I wasn't implying vodka. I was implying iced tea. So yes, this is just lemonade, not an Arnold Palmer. We've actually run out of iced tea.
Yeah, spiked with iced tea.
I would put iced tea in it, but we're completely out. So I either need to go buy some or make some more. And I finally did buy the Lipton tea bag, so now I can make it. But
yeah, iced tea is pretty common in our house. We just like that. It's a little bit more interesting than water, but we're trying to work on keeping our sugar low. Yeah. And apparently they put sugar in absolutely everything. So we're trying to not like substitute with other garbage. So like iced tea has been kind of the sweet spot. And then I was really drinking a lot of I want to say like what is it? The just black tea.
Black tea.
I could not even think of it. I was drinking a lot of black tea, and then somebody just comes up to me like, "What? Doesn't that like put you at high risk of like kidney failure?" And I was like, "I'm not even gonna Google that. I don't even want to know. So let me have my iced tea right now."
So Kelly, Gina was celebrating Kelly, like, good job on your Posh sales. And then she said, I haven't made any Posh sales in 3 days. We haven't made any Posh sales in a week. So we do need to start giving them a little bit more attention. And she says, yeah, it comes in waves for me. And then Kelly Deb said, Etsy, Macari, and Posh have been beating eBay out. And we've heard a lot of sellers say that, which is why we're starting to give Posh more attention, but we really need to learn how to use that platform.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and there's a few like in the chat here. I realized the sun has started to shift. It's like, but it's like, all right, I'm becoming reflective. That's weird. But yeah, we're definitely learning the rest of those platforms and everything. And it was really nice. I want to give a little shout out to TreeCat, even though we don't use them yet.
Yeah.
They've been really nice for jumping on here and supporting, and also just reaching out to be like, hey, we're here. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to, provide support or to share what we've got going on. But it's been a really generous way. It hasn't felt like, that they're doing a sales pitch. They sound like they're generally interested in helping resellers. That's a super cool thing. So we just want to give them a little shout out as well. And so let's see here. So Den de Cordipo, it is. I clean, use every function. Now, see, that's going above and beyond as a reseller. Sometimes I'll have to open them up for adjustments or change belts. So that's interesting. You're using things that I guess if you're using like, if it's stereo equipment with like turntables and that kind of stuff, that definitely has belts. One piece can be up to 2 hours, but it's $500 a piece.
No, that's good. It's time well spent, and because you have someone that's helping you now with drafts, that's fantastic. So hopefully that works out well.
Oh, and yeah, so my chat was definitely behind on my side. I'm still getting used to it. But hey, Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy. So Jenna, it's so great to have you with us too. That's awesome. So nice to have you guys in here. What a great way for us to finish our day. Again, we've been watching as I elbow our dog. It's been so nice. We've been watching you guys for so long, but trying to stay in the background, just learn and apply. And so the fact that you guys are taking some time out to jump on our little baby size channel is just absolutely phenomenal to us. It beyond completely makes our day.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, it's so nice to have you all with us.
Yep.
And Jen said, I find it hard to get listings done when it's a big rummage sale day. It is really hard to switch back and forth. I think they call it when you're transitioning between, like, you're supposed to do more batch work where you go out and maybe do all your sales and then do all your batch listings in another day. But if sometimes you just have to flip back and forth. So
cuddly today.
I hope that works out for you.
She's definitely getting up in my face
offers
here.
I'm sending are down. Okay, thanks for specifying that, because
offers. Yeah,
and then Jen said the same thing.
Offers to send are down. So there's not a lot of people that are
just watching,
that are liking the items and keeping track. Yeah, we felt the same on our side as well too, that it's been interesting. Like the categories where we usually get a lot of interest have been
they're kind of
oddball
switching,
for us.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, we usually get a lot of requests for clothing, and as of lately, it's been for a lot of other like hard goods and different things, which usually it's totally the opposite for us when we have the opportunity for offers. Let's see here. So Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy, talking to Callie Devs. Great. How about yourself? So everyone's kind of in agreement that offers are down to send. It's very fascinating watching the pattern that for the majority of the group, when we're up, we're all up. When we're down, we're all down. And then every once in a while, then there's like always one person though out of the group that's like, everything's great. It's going awesome for me. Like I hope you guys do better.
At least rotates for everybody.
Yeah, it's just like as long as everybody gets a turn on the wheel, I guess. But I mean, ideally, we're all up. But
that's true. It is. Flipping Ain't Easy said that, or Mrs. Flipping Ain't Easy said that at least we got to enjoy a nice sunny day. We actually did.
Yeah, it's like at this point, it's like
when the sun goes down. It's funny the way the sun rises and sets at our house, but yeah, it ends up setting more in these windows, so it does get very bright in here in the afternoon.
Cordipo. It's like I do the best I can, but I'm hard. Don't let the light just be fooling me there. But so. That is really funny. So, and actually, Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy says, do you want to know a trick I figured out with Posh? Absolutely.
We are so undereducated when it comes to that platform. And I did watch one video that at least let me know how uneducated I was, because she talked about how it is unlike any other platform. So that's when I realized we aren't working the platform properly.
Yeah.
So any words of wisdom you have would be very helpful.
And speaking of Poshmark, welcome Darth Thrifter. It's so great to see you. Darth Thrifter has been having his own battles with the platform there, but we're so glad to have you, Darth Thrifter. It's awesome to see you, and we're waiting for your next video, buddy. We're ready to watch and like. But yeah, we always appreciate your content and everything. So let me see here. And we got Landshark Picker in the house too. Wow, man. All these names we've been watching for so long, which is incredible.
It is. It's really cool.
Yeah, what a supportive community that's here. But yeah, yes, with a nice breeze, flipping ain't easy. So, but yeah, keep an eye out for the later part of the chat. If Mrs. Flipping Ain't Easy shares that tip. But it's really great. Darth Thrifter, so glad to have you with us, bud. Dendicore Depot, I need to start some content on here. Yeah, Dendicore Depot, absolutely. I mean, we can say from personal experience, we thought immediately, and like going back to our earlier videos, we thought immediately we're just going to face like a wall of trolls. You know, we'll get knocked down, and then we go, okay, that was a bad idea. We're done. The complete opposite has been true. I mean, you know, everyone might have their own experience, and it might differ from ours, but at least from what we have experienced, you guys have just been so generous that it makes us not even worry about what will eventually happen. You will get hate because it just comes up. But yeah, it's really kind of cool that everyone has just been completely generous. And again, individuals on here with a lot of experience that have been doing this for years, instead of them being like, whatever, new people, just get out of here. Like we got all covered.
Yeah.
They're like, no, bring your perspective, share what's good. Let's talk about it.
It's very fun. It's very comforting that everyone is very inclusive.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh no, we're already a club. Like, get out of here, kid. Because even Kelly Debs, her comment, I don't know if you read it or not, but it says, I'm an old time seller. I use List Perfectly, which I've heard of List Perfectly. I don't think we've ever used it. And it said, I jumped on board when they first started up. So that's pretty cool that you took advantage of that, because that can be helpful.
Mr. Sadie just arrived on scene too. Good evening. Here for the new card giveaway. Let's do this. If you saw us give away a card, Mr. Sadie, you'd be like, you know what? Why don't you just hang on? I don't think I want it.
So I think Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy, I think what she's saying, so I just started delisting and relisting on Poshmark, and boom, sales are flowing. So we haven't tried that. We'll also, so the thing about it, we've only been using Poshmark now for 2 months, so we're still kind of babies into it. I think we're starting our second month now. So I don't know how old our listings are before we should start delisting them. If you think that that's something we should try, though, I mean, we'll give it a try.
And you know, hey, we've got a new visitor that I think we might have had here before, but in case we missed you previously, Patricia, our beloved bookworm. We really do appreciate you, Patricia. You're always the one that's breaking down a lot of the complex documentation that eBay's releasing. And
nice to have you.
There's a couple others that are right there with you that also do that, but you certainly dive in with both feet and you help us understand it and then also make application of it, which is particularly hard. So Patricia, it's so great to see you. Again, this is wild. I can't believe we get to see all you guys on here. This is really cool. I'll quit gushing over that stuff, but I mean, if nothing else, you walk away going like, you know what? That's just, we really do appreciate you. So and so Jenna, Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy, that's so nice. Thank you for putting your name in there. That'll help too as we're buzzing through really quickly just to be able to spot your name on the list.
And then Biff Boffa said my offers to send by 10 a.m. is about 2/3 of what it used to be. So yeah, that's rough when it changes like that transition. And maybe that's, you know, is it spring break time? Maybe people are just out and about.
No, spring break's long since passed. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
we're definitely all seeing that though.
Yeah. Since Ro and I don't have kids, in many cases we'll hit like a dead zone with sales and everything, and we're like, what happened? Like, where's everybody? And then we realize, oh, spring break. And then we go, okay, we need to. Hey, Josh Galt is here too, man. I tell you what, we're playing the hits today, man. We got so many cool individuals on with us. Josh Galt, welcome. Always happy to see you. Thanks for making some time out for us. But yeah, I love the side chat. You know, for me, I love the good sidebar conversation too. And I would just sit back and watch you guys just have fun back and forth. It's really cool. So Jenna, Mrs. Flippin' Ain't Easy says, I'm coming to believe that they do at Dendicore Depot. I never thought to do it. I decided to do it, and wow. And so let's see here. I don't know what that's in reference to. Did I miss something? I probably did. Let's see here as I shake the camera a whole bunch.
Is it the comment from him where it says Posh likes to end sell similar to, go figure?
Oh, yeah. See, I missed that.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And, you know, we do use a cross-listing platform now that it has that option. We're still kicking the tires and getting that all figured out. But we're ramping it up very quickly. But it's just, you know, we were these happy little eBay sellers. And then now as as there were some challenges over the past months, we've just said, okay, well, we need to branch out, as so many are doing. But so we're part of the group that's ramping up.
So many of you guys suggested really using Poshmark because we're talking about the good success that you were having. So we decided we're like, we'll go ahead and take the plunge.
Yeah. And so Josh Galt, did you hit your goal today? So that's cool.
Hopefully you did.
To see, yeah. And then Jim is flipping it easy. Your invite must have blown in the wind at Josh Galt. That's really funny. Well, and again, to everybody that's hopping on here right now, I thought I'd already scheduled this live for this afternoon. So I'm going on jolly with my day, thinking everything's all scheduled and ready to go and that you guys would have enough time to plan for it and keep that in mind. And then I realized, like, no, it totally wasn't scheduled for today. And so you guys even jumping on so last minute, it's absolutely amazing. And actually, one thing we need to celebrate too, it's super cool. We hit 97 subs. And for us, like roughly cool. 3 weeks in to have 97 subs.
We're like shocked. We're blown away. It's really been cool. Thanks, you guys.
If it just stopped right here, we'd be like, unbelievable. That's just phenomenal that we got that. Somebody did a little horn. That was cool.
Darth Thrifter, Josh, I'm gonna order from you and cancel because I found the lower price by 1 penny.
Okay. All right, Darth Thrifter, you got a fist bump for that one, man.
That was cracking me up right now. That was so funny.
That was a good one.
Well, even man. Jenna's comment to Josh, your invite must have blown in the wind.
Yeah, that is so funny. But yeah, so Josh Galt, thank you, Darth. I appreciate you, man. The laughter back and forth. That's awesome. Josh Galt, I miss you guys too. John, we should do another P3. Oh man, that'd be totally rocking. So yeah, so I don't know if Ro kept track of the logistics of that, but John and Josh, I'm getting more glowy.
I know.
At this point, I'm gonna get like a half face sunburn. It's hilarious. But yeah. So Josh Galt and John. Okay, she's gonna go fix the blinds because it's bothering her as she rips the cord out of the wall. But yeah, so they used to have a podcast together, and then some things shifted. Oh, that's so much better. All right, like I was trying to sit there and just like handle it.
Angelic glow.
And see, this is why I'm grateful for my helper here. But so yeah, it's like, oh no, I just need some aloe and I'm good to go. But yeah, so anyways, they used to have a podcast, John from Flippin' It Easy and then Josh Galt. I'm sure you remember that, but I just want to make sure that that's clear as we're talking about that.
I didn't know they stopped.
So Josh Galt, John fired me. This time everyone knows the truth. Oh, that is so good. Man, you guys just cracked up. You're too funny.
I was like, that wasn't a joke.
Yeah, the eBay Power Hour, man. Yeah, and those were so good. You know, we cut our teeth on all of those like podcasts and discussions that you guys have, and it's funny how we realize looking back that part of what helped us to get here wasn't always just the factual knowledge. It was the commiseration of being like, you know what? Hey, we're gonna get through this together. Your problems are our problems. We're all figuring it all out. Oh, that was so funny. If he's gonna fire anyone, it would be me. No, Jenna, you rocked it.
I know. Yeah, he couldn't fire you.
Yeah, you did so good. We actually coordinated to where like we both would be around to watch your Friday. And you know, props to Bearded Picker too. And he's been popping in here every once in a while. But major props to Bearded Picker that, you know, especially too when there was some technical difficulties, instead of him jumping on a joke or giving Jenna a hard time that would add to more stress or anything, you know, he joked a little bit later when everything like settled down. But in the heat of it, he was just so relaxed and helping Jenna. And but you did great, Jenna. I mean, for either of us, if either of us had to do this alone,
it'd be we'd probably cancel.
Yeah.
You were brave.
Yeah. Well, and so again, if you want to see what I'm like without Rose presents, go back to our very first video where I'm sitting there like, hello,
it's also
everyone.
A 1 minute video.
Please just drop off the money and they will let me go. So yeah, it was very not good. But so that's really funny though. And actually, oh man, I'm keeping I totally lost track of the time. So we want these wrap-ups to be kind of brief, just to where we have a nice little bow that we could put on
something refreshing that everyone can kind of stop in. Hopefully, if you're still working, like we'll kind of continue working this evening. Hopefully it gives you that little bump of excitement and or motivation, but also to celebrate our wins. Because on everybody in this, I mean, we didn't have the sales that we wanted today, but you guys all did really rock it in your own way, and it should be commended. So high five to everybody. We had a rocking killer. That was a lame one.
That was
there we go.
If you probably didn't see the camera angle, but we just barely made contact. It's like our pinkies interlocked on that. Excuse me, high five. But anyways, one thing too that we want to put a bug in everybody's ear for, not in the immediate future, but maybe somewhere down the road. what we think would be a really fun idea is if we did like just one full day where it's 24 hours, 24 channels, where each hour a different reseller hops on their channel and shows their process for how they list. And especially too, we don't want it to be a burdensome thing for anybody, where we want it to be so that somebody can log in for whatever their timing is, that they take a couple hours, they hop on a couple different channels, learn a little bit, just help support them. And that's why too, we're hoping we get some support from some UK sellers and some Australia sellers, so that nobody's having to contribute and do it when it's like 3 a.m. their time. Like, we're not going to be on when it's that early.
We've talked about it though, and it would be fun.
It would be fun. But yeah, I mean, that'd be a cool thing for the community, for 24 hours, 24 separate channels to share their listing and just kind of show their passion.
High fives to everybody too.
Yeah.
Love that spirit.
Super supportive. But yeah, well, we appreciate you guys to the max. We'll wrap it up here, but we hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And thanks so much for stopping by, tuning in, providing all the support that you have. And for each of you as well, pretty much everybody on here has a channel. So if you're new, and wait, hold on really quick right before we go, Bearded Pickers making a cameo appearance.
Hey,
y'all are
Bearded
rookies.
Picker.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Bearded Picker, we are totally rookies. But you know what? We're jolly rookies, and that's probably where the perkiness comes from. But anyways, Bearded, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, real props to you, Scott, for all your support for Jenna on Friday. You were really good.
It was a good show.
It made for a great show. And you were just so relaxed and
so
calm,
supportive and so chill
in the eye of the storm and everything. And Jenna, you held it tight.
I was a little envious of you guys. I mean, you guys did just seem like you were just relaxing and chilling, having a good time. And I'm like, I'm actually working.
Yeah.
You guys look like you're having a party.
Yeah, but yeah, so y'all are great. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and then
we'll see you tomorrow morning, and we will schedule it so that you guys know. But we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Appreciate y'all. Have a great night.
Love you guys. Have a great evening.
Bye now.